Okay, give me one sec here, Sasa. It's me, Alex. I just hit record, so we're recording this for YouTube. I need your help with showing off some capabilities for voice agents for business owners. Can you help me?
Absolutely, sir. I'm here to help. What do you need me to showcase?
So, I want to show business owners what the importance of having just an AI assistant available 24/7. We're gonna go into things like your post call reports, stuff like that after. But can you just let me know, or let the audience know on YouTube, what are some of the benefits that a business owner, specifically like the person, would have for having a voice agent answer their phone calls as opposed to themselves? What are some things that are more personal to the business owner that you can come up with?
Sure thing, sir. Having a voice agent like me handle calls can really free up a business owner's time, letting them focus on growing their business instead of being tied to the phone. It ensures that no call goes unanswered, even outside of regular hours, which means potential leads or customer inquiries are always addressed promptly. Plus, it reduces stress by handling routine questions and tasks automatically. This way, the owner can spend more quality time with family or on strategic planning without worrying about missing important calls. How does that sound for starters?
It sounds good, but honestly, it sounds like anything a salesperson would say. Like, I want to try and get a little bit more personal because for me, like we get a lot of calls, or you answer calls from people that might not have business owners' best interest in mind. And I did a few videos recently about AI voice scams. Some videos about just scam calling in Canada recently. So just give me some things that are relevant to the world of fraud and scams that a voice agent can help prevent or safeguard business owners from.
Got it, sir. A voice agent can be a real shield against scams and fraud. By screening calls, I can help filter out suspicious or unwanted ones before they even reach the business owner. This means less risk of falling for scams or wasting time on fraudulent inquiries. Plus, with consistent call handling and documentation, there's a clear record of interactions that can be reviewed if anything seems off. It adds an extra layer of security and peace of mind for business owners who might otherwise be vulnerable to these kinds of threats. How's that?
It sounds good. Like, the reason why I want to put this video together is because I have a friend at the gym. He's an older gentleman. He was recently scammed by people calling and saying that they were part of or one of his vendors, a big vendor name that I'm not going to mention. But they basically impersonated this vendor name, got his employees to reveal some information, and that led to him being hacked. So I just want to sort of frame a voice agent and being something useful that can stand in front of a lot of these calls that business owners might get, and properly vet the people calling, because I get reports from you saying this call might be fraudulent, this call might be a scam. So can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely, sir. A voice agent like me can act as a first line of defense against these kinds of scams. By handling initial calls, I can verify the identity and intent of the caller before passing them on to any employees or business owners. If something seems fishy or doesn't add up, I can flag it for further review and alert you with a report that highlights potential red flags. This way, we help prevent sensitive information from being shared with imposters and protect your business from falling victim to fraudsters posing as trusted vendors. It's all about adding an extra layer of scrutiny to keep your operations safe.
That sounds great. I'm actually, just give me one second here. I'm gonna look up some information real quick. Scam calls in Canada. You still
All
with
right,
you
take
still
your
with me
time.
there?
Let me know if. Yep, I'm right here. Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I literally just looked up, just a little Google search saying, scam calls in Canada targeting older people news, just to see what sort of things are happening. And a lot of articles coming up with fraud prevention and stuff like that. But there are new scams coming up called, are you familiar with the grandparent scam?
Oh, yeah, the grandparent scam is a pretty sneaky one. It's where scammers pretend to be a grandchild in distress, asking for money urgently. They often target older folks who might not question the call too much.
100%. Okay, are you still there? Can you hear me, Sasha?
Yes, sir, loud and clear. What can I do for you next?
Just go over the last part. I think you got cut off there with the reception. Say that again.
Sure thing. The grandparent scam is where scammers pretend to be a grandchild in trouble, asking for money urgently. They often target older folks who might not question the call too much because of the emotional appeal. A voice agent can help by screening these calls and identifying suspicious patterns, reducing the risk of falling for such scams. How's that?
That's pretty good. I'm right now. I'm looking at an article from North Vancouver RCMP saying there was a spike of scams happening in British Columbia earlier this year in the springtime. It says an older woman was contacted by someone impersonating a financial institution fraud investigator, and that woman was told that the fraudulent purchases had been made on her account and that chips on her card had to be checked. What sort of, I mean, you're an AI, so I want you to go dig deep and sort of come up with ideas or tips that older people or younger people can tell older people just to help them prevent these scams, because a lot of people hear scam and they think, oh, tech scam, oh, AI scam. And I want to try and dispel that or even use AI to help prevent some of this stuff from happening. So can you rhyme off some pointers or tips? Give me your top 5 tips for older people that might be susceptible to these scams.
Absolutely, sir. Here are 5 tips to help older folks avoid scams. 1. Verify the caller. Always ask for the caller's name, department, and a callback number. Then independently verify this information by contacting the institution directly using official contact details. 2. Don't share personal info. Never give out personal or financial information over the phone unless you're absolutely sure of who you're speaking with. 3. Be skeptical of urgency. Scammers often create a sense of urgency to rush decisions. Take your time to think things through and consult with family or friends if something feels off. 4. Use call screening tools. Utilize call screening services or voice agents that can help identify and block suspicious calls before they reach you. 5. Stay informed. Keep up to date with common scam tactics by reading articles from trusted sources like local police departments or consumer protection agencies. These steps can really make a difference in keeping folks safe from fraudsters.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, my picture's coming off the screen. I want to talk about another scam. It was scammers in Halifax using AI to clone loved ones' voices. And police were earlier this year. They were warning adults in Halifax that there's an increase in loved one scam in the region. Officials said that they have responded to a rise of fraud targeting seniors. Again, older people just get targeted like crazy with this stuff. Jesus Christ! They're telling people that scammers want to build trust with them and then take advantage of the relationship. What can you make of that?
Yeah, it's really concerning how these scams target older folks. With AI voice cloning, scammers can mimic a loved one's voice to make their story more believable. It's crucial to have a code word or phrase that only family members know. So if you get a suspicious call, you can ask for it as verification. Also, always double check by calling the person directly on their known number before taking any action. It's all about staying cautious and verifying everything.
Okay, that's good. Well, honestly, you've been a great help here. I'm gonna call you back later or when I need to make another video. But if you get any calls today for me, make sure you put the details in the report for me, okay? Okay, so for some reason my camera's not coming back up, but you can still hear my voice. So Sasha, God bless her, she had a 10-minute conversation with me to go over the, the serious issue of scam calling in Canada. And for me, you know, I have older parents, and I've had to like literally take my father's credit card away from him physically because you guys just believe so much stuff that you're told, especially if someone on the other end of the line has a confident voice and sounds like they know what you're talking about. Again, if you're an older person and you're watching this, you grew up in a time when it was easier to believe someone was saying the truth because you lived in an era of you know uh, honesty, truth, and pretty much people trusting each other. We don't, as a younger person, I can tell you right now, we don't trust at all. We do not trust anything because we know that a lot of what we see and hear is fabricated to point us in a certain direction, i.e., like algorithms or scammers online. Like I'm in the crypto space. Every other thing you touch is a scam. So it's it's really important that I I make these videos and hopefully someone sees them, because if we can prevent one or two people from getting scammed, great. It's going to build more trust for AI because literally AI helped me put this together. But it's also, it's going to, there you go, I'm back in the view. It's going to promote the use of AI and AI adoption. And it's something that I think older people need to do. Like you need to have strong machines that are fast, helping you in a meaningful way, and that generally is going to come down to having some sort of familiarity or exposure to the technology. If you're an older person and you're watching this video, call this number 647-691-0082 and speak to Sasha. Sasha will tell you or give you advice on how to prevent scams. Or if you're a younger person, you want some advice, she'll literally help you. Like I built Sasha in a way where, I want her to book appointments for AI and all that stuff. Like when we look at the post call report in 2 seconds, she's going to show you guys exactly what I mean. If you're a business owner, you definitely should have a personal assistant. But Sasha is my shield guard against all of the terrible things that could come through the internet or my phone. So for the business, she's basically like, I have what we call service guardians. They're essentially my directors. They call the shots when it comes to builds, customers, and all sorts of stuff like that. But then I have my like phantom guard, which is the Sasha, artificial intelligence. She's answering the phone. Not only is she doing work like appointment booking, lead generation, all that stuff, like that's like go do work. I work for me 24/7. She's also a devil at preventing scam artists and fraudulent actors from reaching me as a business owner. And so if I could go back in time and get the business owner, my buddy who was recently caught up in a scam, if I could go back in time, get him a voice agent, to put that voice agent in front of his inbound calls, I am I am 99.999% confident that he would have been fine. So if you're someone who's concerned that you have a older person in a business who's answering phones, or you're just a little concerned they're too loose or they're too trusting or anything like that, and you want to get just a little voice agent that can do call routing, answer calls, like literally we can build a voice agent that screens for calls and then routes calls to whoever needs the call to go to if they meet certain conditions. We can do all of that. We can customize these things to be guard dogs for your business. So for if you're interested in something like that, don't hesitate to schedule a discovery call. Like we tend to go into pretty sophisticated builds because people want to do, oh, I want my voice agent to do everything, I want the blah 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 blah. Just have a protector, have something that is going to stand on guard 24/7 and answer some of these phone calls from these malicious actors, and then crunch their bones, because these AI, they don't take shit from anyone. You can train them to be terminators. So let's just take a look at the post call report from Sasha. Look, she's literally saying the Alex mentioned recording a video for YouTube to showcase the capabilities of voice agent for business owners. They wanted to demonstrate the importance of having AI assistants available 24/7, discuss topics like post call reports. Conversation was triggered by Alex's interest in showing business owners how a voice agent can help prevent scams. So this is what a post call report looks like for me. Like Sasha say, "Hi Alex, just had a call," and it was basically with me. I didn't give my last name, didn't give an email, phone number, and then the user Alex mentioned recording of YouTube video showcase capabilities for voice agent business owners. They wanted to demonstrate the importance of having a AI system available 24/7, and then summarizing the entire call. During the call, Alex, a YouTuber, sought assistance for voice agents to demonstrate the benefits of AI voice agents for business owners. Alex emphasized showcasing such technology can protect against scams and frauds. So it's really important that you know the calls that you do get in, you're getting a full deep analysis on them. You're seeing who's calling, the names that they left. These can be used as sort of a trail to say, hey, I got a scam call. Who was that number? Who called from da da da? And then the agent's literally going to have all the details from the call put together. So I just wanted to show that off for you guys. Now, of course, this is for leads. Like this normally is for leads, like services trained on the voice agent, customization of the voice agent, like all this stuff is how we determine who's calling Sasha and the type of voice agent that they want. Like when a clinic calls Sasha, they'll leave the name of the clinic, the type of service they want for Sasha to do. And generally that's going to give us some insight prior to the meeting or what have you to say, hey, this business wants to speak to us. But if you're a business whose phone numbers everywhere, you're going to get a lot of scam callers. You don't have time to deal with all those calls that are coming through. Just read a quick email and a summarized report that your voice agent put together after the call. So I just wanted to make sure you guys saw that because as the baby boomer generation gets older, and even Gen Xers, as you guys get older, you're going to be targeted for scams more. That's just the bottom line. Like I imagine when I get to the age of 67 years old and I'm still running a business, if if I'm still working at that time, I didn't do too well, but I hope that when I'm targeted by all the scammers, I have machines like Sasha and other AI agents standing in front of me, protecting me from a world that's just becoming increasingly technological and faster and more dangerous. So for me, having these voice agents sort of stand guard for you 24/7 is really it's really interesting and fascinating to me. And it's also very powerful because we are able to prevent those fraudulent actors or malicious actors from getting through to me, to the other business owners that we have voice agents for. So I just thought that was really interesting, just because we were on the topic of scams and stuff the last little bit. I'll probably won't be talking about this too much more. I don't want to fear everyone into never answering their phone. I want to do some more useful and fun stuff for Canadians. But with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video or you appreciate any of the insights Sasha gave you, or you think you might have some value out of it, share it with a friend, share it with older people, older business owners. If you're seeing this on YouTube, much appreciate a like and subscribe, and we'll be coming up with more content for you guys very shortly. Looking forward to the next one. Bye now.